If she had only been ugly, we would still be together.
Yeah, good. This is my coverage.
Stare into that the whole time. Don't even look at me.
We lean like this. Like we're gonna plan a caper.
It should be higher. Let me tell you. Here's the thing. You go in, you distract them, right, by doing that little mime dance.
Who's driving? Who's driving?
I'm driving. Who the fuck you think is driving? I can't walk fast enough. Bill, you know, I noticed something different about you. I came in here. I haven't seen you for a while. It's a new year. Not a handshake, not a hug, nothing.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, is this success going to your head?
No, you know what it was? I was reading that Laugh Factory magazine.
Keeping your finger on the pulse of what's happening in comedy?
No, it had Richard Pryor on the cover. It had a young Jamie Masada in the beginning. And then it also had an advertisement for Bill Cosby himself.
Really?
Which I think, you know, if somebody said that's the greatest special of all time, to me it's either that or Pryor live in concert. So I'm a very not nostalgic, whatever. Yeah, sentimental.
Yeah.
And I sort of live in the past a little bit. So I love seeing that and all the advertisements for remember every chick, the aerobic ballerina look, like every ad in there.
Oh, yeah.
The leg warmer look with the fucking headbands.
You could always tell when they were dancers. And
yeah.
They had the big bag and the smoke. That was New York. How you doing, man?
I'm good. You know, it's funny when you showed up. I actually thought you were going to be like, "What the fuck?" We said 1 o'clock. Like I'm never early, so I think that's the first thing I said. Like, dude, I'm early. I didn't want you to think I was sitting here like waiting.
What? Do I bust your balls?
Only on stage. The intros.
I'm glad you like that.
I love those. You give the best ball breaking ones because they always sound like a compliment.
Yeah.
So not only does it mind fuck me, it mind fucks the audience. And then by the time they realize, you know, when you just go, you know, a lot of comics, you know, they're afraid of silence. And they're just sitting there going like, oh, wow, he's going to talk about him as an artist. It's not this guy. This guy, I've seen him do 45 minutes of silence and then they realize, oh, he's breaking his balls.
I like to set it up like it's going to be a compliment. You know, like Adam Ray one night, I was doing a Bustin' Balls show. And I go, you know, a lot of times in comedy, the last guy is kind of the headliner, the strongest act. Not in this case. The only reason he's last is because he was late. He was supposed to go on first.
Oh, that's great.
So tell me about the cartoon.
F is for Family. That is a show basically animating and exaggerating stories from my childhood and everybody else in the writer's room that had a similar background. And it just came about from telling family stories throughout my stand-up career. And there was a tipping point somewhere in the mid-2000s when I went from a fresh, freckled-faced young guy to being fucking pushing 40. And there was this whole new generation that came along that I noticed the family stuff started getting a little, I think that's that whole, everything had been labeled by then, bullying, that's emotional abuse, that's physical abuse, like everything was put in a category. So it wasn't, and it was a weird thing where it wasn't like I didn't think that kids could relate to it. It's just like in a public setting, it just kind of became like this, if I laugh at that, you know, I don't even know. Like they just started getting groans. And, you know, kids wore helmets when they rode bicycles, and there was just this generation gap. So I just stopped doing them. I got sick of fighting the fight. I got sick of finishing a story. Then my dad threw a full glass of milk at my brother's face, and everybody's like, and I'd be like, this was fucking funny. I just got sick.
True, right?
I got sick of doing it. And one day I was just hiking with my dog, and I was thinking about, like, how the fuck can I do this? And I just thought, what if I animated them? So then I had an idea, like, I'm just going to do little 5-minute vignettes.
That's great.
And it was just going to be like, you know, family goes to get a Christmas tree, which is total Norman Rockwell shit, but it's all the dysfunction. What the fuck did you pick that one for? All of that stuff.
Right.
And I was going to animate it. So I had all these ideas. And of course, I never got around to doing it. So one day, you know, a couple of years later, I took a meeting with Wild West, Vince Vaughn's company, and I half-ass pitched the thing. And they were looking to do a cartoon, and they were like, let's flesh that out. That's a good idea. I was like, you think so? Like, yeah. Then they bought the great Mike Price from The Simpsons in, and 4 fucking years later, it finally came out.
Just like that. Simple as pie.
And you can watch all 6 in about 2.5 hours, and then be like, when's season 2 coming out? So people have been asking about that.
Well, the thing I always thought we were very lucky is when you're talking about your cartoon and different things, we can't get fired from being a stand-up.
Oh, yeah, totally. Yeah.
You know, I mean, unless we do some criminal act, You know what I mean? It's like give your stepdaughter a bath, something like that. But we can't get fired. Like if your thing doesn't work, what do? You go and do stand up. How bad is that?
And the thing about it is stand up is easier than any other job.
But not for people that
in
do
this
it.
business. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, it's like fucking. I'm just saying, as far as like, dude, is there anything easier? Dom, go up and close this show. How much time? Do an hour. You start and you're 60 minutes later, you're done.
Yeah.
Doing an hour of TV, that'll take a week of 14-hour days.
It's a fucking movie.
Yeah. It's like and as hard as they're working, then you go into the fucking writer's room. Hey, write me an hour-long script. I mean, there's like fucking 10 people in there just pounding this rock into powder. Like, I don't know, like, up until now, like I thought show business was the greatest business ever, where I was just like,
you're not happy with it now?
No, I'm saying like just as far as just being a comedian, selling tickets on the road is that's basically as free as they're going to let you be.
Yeah.
You work when you want to work. You work where you want to work. It's like that's never worn off for me. Like how fucking awesome it is to do that. But any other job, it's literally a job. You can write this show. Okay, you got to fucking my God, I'm back into punching a clock now.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing about
We have a conference call today. You open at 4:00. You're like,
I turned into a baby. I should have like a giant onesie. I don't want to do it. I just want to make my friends laugh. And can't you just write that down? And then we're done. We need to sing before I go here. There's got to be a band. Come on.
What do you want to say?
Which witchy woman's too high? Huh?
I was in Athens, Georgia, a couple weeks ago.
Weren't you standing on a corner in Winslow, Arizona?
That was me. And we were singing Beatles songs, but they were singing songs that were not. They had a cover band, and they had songs. They were singing songs like "I'm So Tired,"
Oh yeah. I'm so tired.
I haven't slept a wink. I'm so tired. My mind is on the blink. I wonder, should I get up, fix myself a drink? Oh no.
Oh Jesus, I don't know that one.
I
mean, I know
that's
the
what
song.
I'm saying. It was like not just All My Lovin'.
They did the obscure ones.
What do you want to do? All My Lovin'?
I know how that one goes. All my lovin', right?
Close your eyes and I'll kiss
Miss you. Tomorrow I'll miss you.
Remember, I'll always be true. And then while
I'm away, I'll ride home every day, and I'll send all my lovin' to you. All my lovin'. No,
I'll
fuck.
pretend that I'm kissing. Remember?
Okay.
The lips I'm missing, and hope
Give
that
you
my
a
dreams
sponge
will
bath and
come
eventually
true.
ask you out.
Make sure you tune into Bill's cartoon. What's the name of the cartoon?
F is for family.
What is
F is for family.
F is for family. Bill Burr, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. I'm
Please
glad
come
you
back
made
in a
it back from North Carolina. Hey, Dom, send me a tape. Send me a tape of what we just did. If I like what I see, I'll fucking do the show.
Bill Burr, huh?
Thank you.
Thanks, Bill.
Goodbye, everybody.
Love you, brother.
Love you too, man.